This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. Hey guys, welcome to Money Monday, where we provide you with holistic financial information and advice from Foster Financial. And of course, joining me today is Caleb Doane, their Vice President. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. Okay, so we are matching again. we got a little light pink happening.
Yeah, didn't even plan it.
I know, I love it. Okay, so we've been discussing fixed indexed annuities, right, over the last week. And I know there's more to share today, but can you first start off by giving us a highlight of what we've discussed so far?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, these are really commonplace investments. It's pretty often that people will come into our office and we'll see that they have a fixed indexed annuity in their portfolio. But the odd thing is, at the same time, they're pretty complex investments.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of people that maybe don't fully understand how they actually work, even if they have one. And so I thought it was kind of good to dedicate a couple weeks to going over some of the main features.
Yeah.
And so we talked a little bit last time about income riders that can be attached to these annuities. It basically allows you to withdraw a certain amount every single year. And even if the account value goes to zero, you're still allowed to continue withdrawing money. The insurance company still pays you a certain amount every single year. Today, I kind of wanted to focus on how the investments actually go up with the market.
Okay.
Because it's not just like investing in the S&P 500, let's say, where if you just invest outside of a fixed index annuity, if the S&P goes up, you go up. If it goes down, you go down. That's not the case with the fixed index annuities. The two first words there, fixed and indexed.
Right.
Index tells you it can track a certain index like the S&P 500. But the fixed part tells you it's protected on the downside. And so if you invest in this and you track the S&P 500, if the S&P goes down 20%, you don't go down anything, which is a nice feature, right? It's kind of a piece that makes these a little bit more conservative.
Yes, and so just on a basic level, how would you describe what a fixed income annuity is in case someone's hearing that word for the first time?
Yeah. I mean, for the very first time, this is a very conservative investment that you can put money into. Generally, people invest in these to mitigate the risk of outliving your investment savings.
Okay.
So it gives you a certain income every single year if you're taking income from these. And even if the account value goes to zero, you still get to take money from them.
And this is not a pension where it's like money that your employer's giving you. This is your own retirement contributions into your annuity. But the fact is you have the option to put it on this fixed plan to allow for it to be distributed over time?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes people think about them as like your own private pension plan. You didn't get one through work, but you can allocate some of your retirement savings to a fixed indexed annuity. So there's that downside protection that we talked about. But then the question is, hey, I'm getting that nice benefit of it not going down. And as always, benefits come at a cost, right? And so the cost is you don't fully get to participate when the stock market goes up. And so if you're invested in the S&P 500 index within your annuity, there are usually a couple different what they'd call crediting strategies to determine how much you get to go up if the S&P goes up.
Okay.
And so the main three are there's a cap, there can be a spread, or there can be a participation rate. And they all work a little bit differently. A cap, really easy to think about, it just caps how high you can go up. So it'll say, hey, you get to go up with the S&P 500, but you're capped at 6%. So if S&P goes up 10, you only go up 6. If S&P goes up 5, you go up the full 5 because you're underneath that cap. But, you don't get to participate fully when the market goes up.
Yeah.
Then there's participation rates. You get to go up a certain percentage of whatever it goes up. So you get to go up 1/3 or whatever of the S&P. So if it goes up 10%, you go up 1/3 of that, or 3.33%.
Right.
And then the last one is a spread. And so it's basically whatever the S&P goes up, you go up whatever that does minus the spread. So if the spread is 5%, S&P goes up 10, you only go up 5.
Okay.
So there are all these different kind of crediting options, and typically your agent gets to choose, or your advisor gets to choose every single year hey, what crediting option are we going to choose this time around? And
Okay, so you
get
can
to change
it. Okay, that's nice. You can change it, see what works. And of course, as you said, some options are more conservative, some you can play with a little bit more. And so how would someone go about choosing this? I mean, even as they discuss it with you, or rather if the advisor chooses it, how do you go about doing that?
Yeah, so usually you get to change your sort of decision once a year on your contract anniversary date. And for any of our clients who have these annuities, we get information sent to us that says, hey, they're at their contract anniversary, and we have reminders set in our system and everything, and you have a 15 or 20-day window that you get to go in and change that. We do all of that on behalf of our clients. So, we look what we expect to happen in the market, and that can determine which type of crediting strategy that we use.
Wow.
But it's important to have an advisor who's kind of updating those every single year, because if it doesn't get updated, it just stays where it's at, and that might not be, optimal.
Yeah, you can lose out on your investment opportunities. Absolutely. Well, great. Well, so much good information. Again, thank you so much, Caleb.
Yeah, absolutely.
See you next time.
Yeah.
And if you'd like more information about Foster Financial, we'll have their website and phone number listed below. Give them a call to check out your options, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Foster Financial.